Hi everyone, and welcome to the next episode of Bread series. In this series, we are going to talk about yeast. So mainly there are two types of yeast. One is commercial, which we get in this jars or packets. The other one is wild yeast, which is also known as sourdough starter or leaven, and which we can make it at home. In this episode, we are going to mainly talk about the commercial yeast, and for the wild yeast, we'll talk about in the next episode. So when you go to the supermarket, there are various types of yeast available on the shelves, and we are usually confused which one to buy. So in this, I'll try to clarify the different types of yeast, commercial yeast available. So let's proceed. So here I have the active yeast, but there are two more yeast, which is instant and rapid rise. So the grain size of this active yeast is bigger than the other two, and the rapid rise has very fine grain size, and the instant yeast is somewhere in the middle. Because of the larger grain size of the active yeast, it takes time to rise, and for rapid yeast it's quite fast in rising. So why do we have to use active yeast when we can just use the rapid or instant and make our breads faster? It's because if the fermentation is slow, it imparts more flavor to the bread. So if you're not in a rush and want more flavor in the bread, I would recommend to use active yeast. But if you're in a rush, then go for rapid or instant yeast. Also for active dry yeast, you need to soak this in warm water around 38 to 43 C for 5-10 minutes. And if it's bubbly and foamy, then it's ready to use. But all these three yeast has one kind of yeast, so that's why it doesn't have that much flavor as compared to the sourdough. And we're going to talk about the complex flavor of sourdough in our next video, so stay tuned.